I'm going to be discussing an article from the Brookings Institution. It's called Understanding Child-Friendly Urban Design, a Framework to Measure Playful Learning Landscapes Outcomes. What really caught my attention about this article were the words playful learning landscapes. I really wanted to find out what that was. So I learned that it's a proposed plan to implement interactive structures in urban communities, especially ones that are affected by poverty or discrimination, and to engage children in developmentally enriching play in day-to-day locations. So these can be places like bus stops, parks, or supermarkets. And the designs are really emphasizing interactions with children and their caregivers through STEM learning and literacy, and through installations that encourage free play, guided play, and games. The concept of placemaking is one of the key foundations of playful learning landscapes. So this is an idea that we can create better societies by emphasizing the importance of collective spaces and our connections to those spaces. So the article really highlights the importance of community engagement and input as far as the planning and implementation of the designs. There was a lot of data collected and surveys done to find out what types of structures would serve the communities best. I learned that playful learning landscapes really seek to combine the principles of design with the science of learning. And the article focuses on understanding how to quantify the value of adding these structures to our communities. So there are a few different ways that these projects connect some really important ideas that we've learned in childhood growth and development. So the goals of playful learning landscapes, I think, are really in harmony with the NAEYC's developmentally appropriate practices, especially the emphasis on learning through play. So the NAEYC has categorized play as an essential part of learning that facilitates social, emotional, physical, and cognitive development in ways that structured lessons can't do. Another connection that Playful Learning Landscapes has to this course is through adverse childhood experiences. So the proposal of PLL utilizes years of research to make the case that implementing these types of structures will allow communities to address inequities in education and provide the types of meaningful experiences that young children need to succeed in school and beyond in their adult lives. So we learned in this class that children who live in poverty are more at risk for childhood trauma, and I believe that this project can address the issue of adverse childhood experiences at a community level and really affect change by contributing to building resilience in children through the act of play. The thing I really love about this project is that it acknowledges the importance of children in our society. It proposes that when we uplift children and their experiences, we're investing in a better future for everyone. Prior to reading this article, I hadn't heard of playful learning landscapes or the idea of placemaking, and I think they're both really exciting. So they're addressing educational inequality at a level of city planning, which is huge. And I learned that playful learning landscapes are a way that we can level the playing field for children who might not have access to quality educational experiences all the time. And we're doing this by creating learning opportunities everywhere that they go. Placemaking is a really valuable concept because people will always have a connection to the physical location where they live. And I think it's beneficial to everyone to create meaningful connections that strengthen our communities and close the gaps. I really hope to see these projects come to fruition in the near future. And one of the ideas I'm going to take away with me from this article is the idea of creating learning opportunities out of any situation. So I can use this in my career as an educator, and I hope that it creates a better learning environment in my classroom. I hope that you enjoyed this article as much as I did.